Well, then 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to the Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast, episode 141. I can't see what we're talking about anymore because of our fucked up server.
Okay, it's not flashing this time at least. Look at how stable it is.
We lost resolution, that's what we did.
Look, I had 5 minutes to try and fix it, and I didn't get there yet, okay? I know there's possible ways. I needed to get into the drive controller, that's why.
Just slap a real GPU in there.
Where?
I don't know. In the back.
So, 100 episodes. I know we've been waiting a whole week for this one.
Oh, shit, that's right.
I sure have.
Tell me, what is it?
It's been about like Brenna, this whole segment's been about like 10 weeks now, and you still get surprised every time.
It's because I can't remember what we talked about last week.
I know.
People ask us questions like, oh yeah, this so-and-so could do so-and-so, and I'm like, what? Nick, what happened?
Bruno, apparently, I don't know for sure. I didn't listen to it, but episode 41 was I Might Survive. And the only thing I could think of a context was that the whole mountain lion.
Yeah! Is that it?
I would have to think. I didn't mention in there. Then Dick comes into
I'm going to have to find out. I'm going to have to find out.
Because that's what I put. Then Dick comes into the podcast at the end to join for the next great debate. It would have to be the mountain lion.
It's gotta be.
Was I not there for the whole thing?
No.
Apparently not.
Oh.
It was just me, Fee, and Bruno, and then you must have popped in after like a raid.
So do you still think you can punch a mountain lion?
I still think I have a 20% chance. I think 1 out of every 5 mountain lion I fight, I live to some degree.
But all that matters is it the first mountain lion or not the first?
I think
I don't know if you can do it.
And what if all 5 jump you at once? Are you saying you'll take out 1 if all 5 jump you, or
in the past 2 years? This was February 2019, so almost 2 years ago. I've thought about this on like a very multiple occasions. I still think like I need to go for breaking the bones like as fast as I can. Like I need to throat punch it and then like break one of its legs.
I
think you need to choke it out.
Strong a bone.
Yeah, I do need to choke it out, but I need to like I need to like slow it down to some degree.
No, I think if I was getting jumped on by a mountain lion, like no time to get to any sort of weapon, or I don't have any sort of weapon, and it's literally me and a mountain lion in a parking lot, I'm going for the neck for the choke out. I think it's the only viable option.
It might be.
Nick's all about that leg meta.
Yeah,
Nick is about the leg meta.
I don't know. I'd have to fight 4 of them to let you know if I could do the 5th.
What if we ask a zoo very nicely?
I feel like I just need video. I need to start watching videos on this.
FBI can come knocking on your door just for your own safety. Like, what are you planning there, boy?
Like, I need some advice. I guess I just need to like start researching like mountain lion fighting technique. These videos are.
I'm not expecting to find any.
Oh.
Yeah. See, you gotta go for the neck.
Yeah.
Also, where's this video? Why am I watching a video? Okay. Here's the title of the YouTube video I clicked on. Video shows mountain lion attacking deputy in Colorado. Out of the 1 minute and 27-second video, 4 seconds of it is what I'm looking for.
That's because you went to a news channel.
I clicked the first link and I wanted to see someone getting attacked by a mountain lion, and that's not what I got. See, I think you have to go for the neck.
Oh, Nick, there's a chick that survived a mountain lion attack. You could do what she did.
I think that's what this is.
The one over there the one on the right's 2 years old. That one's only less than a year.
Gotcha. Yep.
There's another guy that a year ago was apparently.
I'm really curious if this is what we talked about now.
It would have to be. I could think of no other context of I might survive.
If I wasn't concerned about breaking everything by playing it somewhere, I would listen to it.
We can listen to it later.
Where's the podcast? I'm not doing anything important.
Where's the pot? It's anywhere. I've not.
Anywhere.
But you expect me to go 100 episodes back?
Oh my god, hold on, I'll get it for you.
You can type in just the number. Like, I don't know if you know how Google works. Like,
What's the number?
41.
100 episodes from now.
I still can't get over that they updated this goddamn website.
Have you seen this?
Size, Nick.
Have you seen this website? The new podcast.com?
No, I'm on Facebook looking at women's jackets.
Like, it actually looks like a website from this century now. It's amazing.
Like, it's still shit. It's like the same shitty website that just looks better.
I'll gotta give it to him. It does look better, though.
It does.
Wait, podcast.com took me to Audible.
What?
With an S at the end?
I forgot the S.
Yeah, you freaked me out the one day that you were like podcast.com that you bought or you showed me was like a domain that wasn't registered anymore, and I'm like, that's just not true. So, Dit's listening to that. Okay,
if I find it.
What
Do you want to talk about your cables? Or yeah. What do you want to get to, Nick? What's on your mind?
Oh, before this, Bruno and I realized our Discord was sitting in comfy Australia, which is why my ping was in the 300s the past few days, and I thought it was me.
No, it's always like. So here's the deal, right? Discord is a widely used application now, especially with Mr. Coronavirus. So every once in a while, the US East servers just take a shit.
They're always shit.
So we've found that instead of dealing with US servers, just go to Australia and deal with high ping. But I've learned that we talk over each other so much more when we have that high ping.
Plus, on high ping, I'm like 90% I'm good, but if I do like any internet usage, it like automatically goes to like yellow.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's why your video looked like shit last week too. We were probably still in Sydney. Because I don't look at it that often is the thing.
Is that like an admin? Is that like? Can you give that permission to like? Is that I don't know.
I think it's a managed server permission. Like it's like a pretty big. It's a pretty big. Permission.
You can trust me to manage the Discord server.
I don't know if I can even give it out. I can't give roles as high as mine. Actually, I can give admin boy, actually, because I made feed make me a color. I have the highest role in the server. Because it had to be above admin boy for me to get the color.
Damn. So I had this chart that had all the underwater cables, because I'm like, I don't even know how my internet gets to Australia. Apparently they did go through the Pacific Ocean. I didn't think they'd do lines through that, but apparently they did.
Well, like, how do you get to... You have to go anywhere, is the thing.
I don't have to go anywhere, but, like, I didn't, like...
Like, Hawaii. How do you get internet to Hawaii, other than satellite? I guess that would be the thing. You need cables.
So, at what point does satellite become faster than copper?
I don't think it has yet. I'm going to say yet. But also, that's going to be a lot of throughput that needs to get made.
It amazes me because the Pacific Ocean's so deep. Like, I get the Atlantic. Like, the Atlantic's pretty shallow, all relative, like, speaking.
But what difference does it make? Just drop the cable down on the bottom and let it sit there.
Because the further down it goes, the longer the cable has to be.
And the more pressure it's under.
It's copper.
Copper crushes.
Bad.
How does a solid metal crush?
Copper's a soft metal.
I didn't say soft or hard. I said solid.
It like presses weird. I don't know.
Well, Bruno, look at like a cake is a solid, but you can squish the cake down.
A cake has literal air pockets in it.
I think solid copper does too. Maybe.
I don't know. Apparently, like 90, like it goes. If our internet goes from like United States to most likely Hawaii. From Hawaii, it probably goes to one of these, like, I think it's the U.S. Virgin Island area, Malaysia, like,
You know
not Malaysia.
what makes me wonder even more than that?
The
Look at
random
Brazil, where they just take a line out into the ocean and take it to the next big city. That interests me more.
It probably is. It's more efficient, probably.
I mean, it probably is.
Put cable where there's nothing there.
question I have. What the hell's in the bottom of the South Pacific Ocean, the middle of the South Atlantic, and the middle of the Indian Ocean?
What? South Pacific. Those are those, like, a bunch of those stupid,
The
like...
South
No,
Pacific.
to the right.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Let's look.
Like, how are they so important? They get dedicated lines run to them.
Because it's probably how the only ways they actually get to communicate to the real world.
The new satellite.
Where was it?
But, like
right under that.
No, military bases.
It's this. It's French Polynesia. You got a problem with French Polynesia?
100% they have a fucking military base somewhere on there.
Probably. Yo, that's a bustling town, dude. Look at this. You telling me they're not gonna have broadband internet here?
Man, I'd live there.
Do we have broadband
I sure as hell would.
Oh, it's probably so expensive to buy food.
That island probably has better internet than half of PA.
I'm well aware, dude. Well aware.
100%. There's some military base there that got its own internet, and everyone else just
piggybacks on. View.
So we all moving there for the dedicated fiber line?
Yo, take me there.
How much do you think
like some Hunter x Hunter scene.
These are like breathtaking images, dude.
The food. I don't know. It's nice. There's the fucking chicken.
There's your food. There's chicken. Nice clear water. All the pineapples you can eat.
Go up. See that lock thing?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to like.
Isn't there one in France?
Yeah, but there's like, it's like not illegal to cut them off because it's better for the bridge's health. So I'd love to be part of the crew that just gets to cut locks off, just like cut people's like love relationship lock off a fence all day. I'd volunteer a Saturday afternoon to do that shit.
I guarantee you, whether you're using a grinder or like serious bolt cutters, after 2, you'd be done. Like, I can't see it being worth it after 2.
Well, maybe it's a workout. Maybe I need a. Maybe you know. Maybe I need that workout, Bruno.
Hey, maybe you can make
I'll just get the biggest fucking ones I can find. More lever, less pressure.
I absolutely would. Get as big as you can fucking manage to carry.
Is there auto pad block cutter? Is there auto, like... Can I get like a... I feel like I've seen the lock picking lawyer have like an electric one.
Wait, hold on. Go back to that map real quick after this.
This one? Or the other one?
Next to Argentina, I think that's still part of Chile. Is that a segregated network in the bottom left?
Sure looks like it. Well, like, you could connect this via land and then connect it via sea.
I guess. It's weird that it's just so many major hub points there and then no major connection.
These are the bad boys I'd fucking whip up around with.
I don't know. Find bigger ones. And I mean it. Find bigger ones.
Okay, found them. 36 inch.
That's better.
Bruno, why aren't you on Amazon?
Ah, the 42, because there's a
There's
reason.
a 42 inch. Get me that 42 inch.
42-inch. Look at the head on that thing. That's a monster.
There is a 40. Oh, I do see the 42 inch. Is there anything? I don't know if there's anything bigger than 42 inch. That's like almost 5 feet. That's 4 feet. No. Three some? 36? Yeah. 3.5 feet?
I don't know.
That's
Like, bolt cutters are great. You can, like, and pop, and the lock's done. But, like, a grinder, you just gotta hold it there and cut it. I don't know. I don't know
yeah,
which
but
would be
grinders
better.
take a while.
They do. And they use a consumable material to cut, too. So you
What
gotta
if you
have
get like a
that.
plasma cutter, Nick, and you just start melting off
Ooh.
of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me an oxyacetylene torch and just blow through them.
Dog, I'm trying not to destroy the bridge.
Well, just get good.
Well, the lockpicking lawyer, he uses a ram set, which is made to put nails into concrete, right? And it uses a 22 short cartridge to do it,
Yeah,
like
I've
a
seen
blank.
that. Yeah.
Just get one of that. I think his is modified, so instead of hitting a nail, it just smashes the lock. Get one
Wait,
of them.
so I could go and practice my lock picking skills. Pick locks all day.
They're probably like rusted shut though.
Yeah, true. Let's just cut them. I'm back to the
Yeah.
cutting.
Or blast them.
You could probably scrap them. I'm guessing.
Yes and no. It's probably a lot of mixed metals. Like there's gonna be a lot of brass and
Fuck me.
hardened shit. And pins and springs and
Let's just
it's
dump
not.
them. I'll just dump them. You know what? Just fuck
I mean,
it,
like you'll
dump 'em.
get something, but I don't. It's the more mixed you take when you go scrapping shit, the less you get back.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd, I'd make it. So I'd find a picture. Bridge. RIDG with locks. Let's get a photo of this thing.
The
There's
point
so
to
many goddamn.
us.
There's so many goddamn locks.
Holy shit!
That would take
That's
forever.
that's a lot of locks. Look
Just
at the
replace the
size
whole-
of some of these things. Look at that. What is that?
Nick,
If you
think
look
of
to
how
be
long it would
extra.
take to take all those out compared to just putting up a new
And,
like
like-
fence for the bridge.
Dude, that's probably so much weight.
It's both sides everywhere.
That's only the inside
Oh
part
my
too. There's probably people that hook them on the
God.
outside as well.
This is insane. I cannot fathom the amount of added weight that these locks have added to this bridge.
How many people do you think threw their keys off that bridge too? Like if you dive down the bottom,
You're
there's
probably
just a
right.
massive pile of keys there.
I didn't think about it, but you're more than likely right. That's so many locks. Oh, look, they cleaned. Look at how clean this is. I can see through the bridge.
There are probably people that plan around the cleaning schedule, wait for the day it cleans, then go the next day to put like 50,000 locks right back on.
Maybe they go
That's
and find
2012,
theirs.
Bruno. That may not be clean.
Like-
That might just be 8 years ago.
Could you imagine? You know, if you lived in France, you hear about them gonna do a cleaning, go find your lock. Would you be able to?
Found a YouTube video where there's some guys just like cutting them off.
I guess it depends on how important it was. You would remember where you were in the bridge if it really mattered.
Man, I'm just. Are you looking for it?
I don't know. I was just kind of looking.
Found it. There's this video. It's like this one's Prague. Basically, it's not as bad, but he like if you go like halfway through, got the big bolt cutters, and he's just
Got the big
going through.
bolties and just smacking them. I see.
I feel like, yeah, I'm sure it is tiring. I feel like it'd be
Absolutely.
I feel like one of those jobs that like put a podcast on and just start clunking.
Yeah. I mean, sure.
Get some pectoral muscles, get some like strength. I don't know.
I bet the hardest part, other than just the pure time sink, is having to go from the cheapest locks that people can buy to the almost indestructible locks that people buy. And you have to like constantly readjust your strength after every lock.
Man, I'd love to watch a couple put one on and just walk up with my 42-inch bolt cutters and just like chonk it off and like fuck you.
They'd be
No, you take their
so
picture for
pissed.
them with the bolt cutters like right at your feet, and as soon as you give them your phone, you just walk up to the lock and snap it off.
Well, that's your 5 minutes of fame. Get the fuck off here before I snap it.
Get off my bridge. I am the bridge troll.
Next to security guard, but instead of stopping them, he just goes as soon as they leave.
Oh, God.
Well, I thought we were gonna transition into a really good segue when you were talking about the satellites, but we just went off tangent by like a mile.
So you just gotta get better with segues.
Well, so when
Speaking
we're
of locks, let's lock in that segue to our next segment: satellites.
well, when we talk about satellites, I just thought about this where like scientists were gonna start using satellites to like start counting shit, and I'm like, think of the day when our kids are gonna be able to like look at a satellite and watch them like live images of like elephants roaming the plains. It'll be like really cool. Think of being able to Google Maps like Africa and seeing like a bunch of like elephants like migrating from space.
I think it'd
But,
be
like,
cool once, and then you'll get bored.
I've looked at Google Maps so much in my life.
how do you. What am I trying to ask here? How do you know it's not the same elephant? How big of a picture are these? Do you know, like, what's the square mileage of one of these space photos?
I don't know. I'm sure they take more than one.
I know, but that's what I'm getting at.
Well, it's
How
like
do you know
Google
it's
Earth.
the same?
Like Google Earth, when you zoom all the way in and it's like a picture of your house.
Yeah,
It's probably gonna be better tech than that, is what I'm guessing they're doing.
but that's
I
what
don't
I'm
know,
saying.
Bruno.
Like, how.
Because I feel like they understand like what they like. That's a group that you see in like example picture, and
True.
then they'll know where that group's kind of going, and like that's the idea with group.
And is Bruno assuming all elephants look the same?
Hmm.
I mean, no, I'm just trying to make sure. I'm just bringing up a point of how big are these pictures. I guess that's what I'm really asking.
Well, that one there is called Billy. That one there is called Jean.
I mean, like,
Or
how
that might be Billy.
are these photos every 100 by 100 miles? Are you taking a picture of what is that? 10,000 square miles?
Hmm.
I don't know.
Might be like quarter of a square mile.
That's all I'm trying to
I
get
thought
at.
there was a number they showed somewhere. Oh, that's the amount of elephants. Never
It's
mind.
a lot of elephants.
I don't think it is.
Well, they're listed as vulnerable, so it's not
They're
a
still
lot, but
big.
it's not too few.
They're big animals though. Like 40,000 ants isn't a lot of ants.
I think ivory hunting has really stopped or slowed down, which has really helped.
Because not as many people want it. Because it's all the boomers are dying who want it.
Well, not that, but I think also what people are doing is they are sending fake ivory into the markets to crash the value of ivory.
Who
I think
needs
that's
ivory?
something that's happening as well.
It's literally like old boomers. When has any of your friends come up to you and be like, "I want some ivory," you know?
I just had one the other day.
What?
I had a huge party here, Nick. And we were
You
all
can
looking at
stop
our
your
fine
lie
trade
right
goods
there.
and spices and silks.
You can stop your lie right there.
What do you mean? I had like 8 people over.
When? Yeah, no. I refuse to believe you had 8 people in your apartment for a party.
And we all went out, sat in the jacuzzi, had a good old time.
Lies. It's all lies.
Kind of
Okay.
sus.
No one here can prove me wrong. I'm just saying.
I can.
Prove
How?
me right then.
My patio is plenty big enough for a jacuzzi to fit 8 people.
Take a picture of your patio with your jacuzzi right now.
It's too dark. I don't have a light.
Your phone has this thing called a flash,
I'm sure your patio has a light too.
especially if it has a jacuzzi on it.
That's all I'm saying.
It's a little
but
cold outside. We got a lot of snow the past 3 days.
We got like some flurries.
You've got a warm jacuzzi.
Yeah, but that's not light.
It's not snow either.
We're gonna get fuck all this winter here.
That's
Partly
what
cloudy.
it seems like.
I think this is our first big snowstorm here, at least for me. But I've also gone like a solid week or so before without opening my blinds and not knowing anything beyond the world outside of my apartment. That's the one thing I don't like about COVID. And it's my own fault for not being better about it. But being forced to go to work always made me look outside. And I'm too lazy to do that.
Hmm.
What?
I mean,
Partly
I know what
cloudy.
you mean.
Partly cloudy. Partly cloudy. That's all it is. That's all it ever is just partly cloudy.
Yeah, it's been like just shit days for a while, to be honest, here.
What if you build a sun machine?
I still
We're
have
trying.
a little pile of snow right in front of me here. Just like a little pile.
Yeah, even with the whole you opening up your window every time you have to do a render.
I crack it, okay. Like I take the lock off and that opens it enough for some nice cool air.
I don't understand. Like my computer, like my room doesn't get hot when I'm cranking out like high CPU. Like I don't know what's wrong with you.
How high of CPU are you talking?
Like 70, 80?
For how long?
I don't know. Whenever I'm gaming.
Like
Uh,
so, okay, here's the other thing. Mine is in my footwell,
That's
right?
also true.
And my footwell has a back to it.
Yeah. Okay.
So all of that heat is coming up and coming right up in my face. And
Okay.
my top rad is a push out right up into me. So when my CPU is cranked, all that heat's coming right out of it.
All the heat's fault.
Yep.
Wait, so we make technology that makes stuff cold.
That'd be nice.
I'm upset. My PC doesn't get hot enough to heat up my room anymore.
Like, so your room's bigger?
No, my PC just
No.
doesn't poop out heat. Like it
They
used
got
to.
more energy efficient. Like as parts got better.
Having 360 millimeter radiators soaks up too much heat.
Oh. Freddy
Yeah,
went
it's a lot of
water-cooled.
stored energy there.
And I also have the fans blowing at like 500 RPM.
Like, I don't. My fans aren't quiet, dude, but I like rarely ever hear them because I'm never like. I always have stuff going on.
To put it this way, you guys are literally, I want to say 5 inches from my PC case, my mic.
Mm.
And it always runs at the max speed that I let it go. I don't have dynamic fans. Like, I don't have a fan curve. It's just a static speed for
Gotcha.
when it's under load or when it's idle. And this is as loud as it gets. I could probably turn the fans off for idle because of how much radiator space there is.
Man, I think I'm next month, next few months, I'm gonna tear down the setup and dust everything.
I should probably do that too.
I think I'm gonna try to stick to a yearly good dusting.
See,
Like,
that's the one thing I'm anal about. I do it every month, if not twice a month.
no, I'm talking about all the monitors get unhooked up, all the wires get like wiped down. Like, I
Well,
want
no,
to
I
do.
don't unhook them, but I still wipe everything down like every other week.
I'm gonna do a full-on hook, wipe the desk down, get it all in such a clean state, get the computer open, blow it all out. I'm gonna do a
Full job.
full job just for it never to work when I try to put it all together.
Or be like Juan, clean it out, forget to clean up the power supply, and then be like, why is it not turning on?
Be like your friend, and just every time I stand up from my desk,
Dude, we found it out. So they got all right. So for people who have no idea what's going on, I helped a friend build a PC. I was spending like 10 hours a day every day for the past like 3 weeks trying to figure out what's going on. They built this PC and we didn't realize it was just crashing randomly for no reason. Eventually we figured out, oh, it's only when you stand up it crashes. And then we found out, oh, it's only when you stand up with a specific chair that it crashes. But anybody could be in that chair and it will still crash. But if anyone uses any other chair there, it's fine.
Just to recap here, we're saying that new computer was built, and if you're using the DX Racer or a Titan, right?
Secret Lab Titan.
A Secret Lab Titan chair, a specific chair, and you stand up, computer crashes. You push the chair back and stand up, computer doesn't crash.
They recently bought a new chair, Max Namus XL or whatever, like their version of the Titan. It doesn't crash. It's only the Secret Lab Titan. But the Secret Lab Titan weighs another 20 pounds more than this chair.
So like, what did we figure
My
out?
friend
Did you figure it out?
purchased an APC 1500 watt pure sine wave UPS
Yeah.
because I was like, you should get one anyway because you never know when lightning will strike.
Yeah, they're good.
On the back of these UPSs is a bad wiring light that tells you the wiring to in your house coming to the power or the UPS is bad. They plugged this in. That red light kicked on instantly. I told them, but we didn't realize this. I told them, go get your other chair, see if it crashes. They get the other chair, go up, down. It's like, oh, it's not crashing. It's not crashing. I'm like, cool. 2 minutes later, it all shuts off because we had the UPS on mute also. So we didn't realize it was running on battery.
You didn't realize it was
Apparently,
whap whap whap.
It
Just
tripped
like
the chair tripped the breaker. They had to go in their basement to flip the breaker back on to the office room that they were in. And
So
that's
what-
when I was like, "Are there any lights on?" They're like, "Oh yeah, in the back there's a red one." And I'm like, "What does it say?" And it's like bad wiring. And I'm like, "The wiring in your house is so old, or it's just so bad." The PC draw because they went from a really low end i5 and a 1060 to a Ryzen 5600X and a RTX 3080. So a pretty big power draw
that's a
bump.
pretty big bump. Yeah.
That extra power draw bump was enough to just destroy the shitty circuitry in their whole house. And it's a rental, so they can't even redo it. Their landlord's not going to do anything because it's like it's only your one PC, not the other one.
Can they
So
hit like
how
a
do you
different outlet on a
justify
different
it?
circuit?
What was that?
Can they hit a different outlet maybe or something?
They don't have anywhere they could plug into within a reasonable
Mm,
distance.
That's annoying.
extension cord.
So they're using, as long as they don't use the Secret Lab Titan, it's fine. But there is the chance that, the shitty wiring in the house could be a problem further down the line.
Oh, sure.
Well, it's probably that. For some reason, is the outlet behind the desk?
It's off to the side of the desk. It's not being bumped.
No, under the outlet. It wouldn't surprise me if it's an older house if the power went under the floor.
That's what I'm thinking. And the
Maybe.
chair being heavier And it was only if the chair was within a certain distance of the wall that it would crash. That's another thing for everyone listening.
This is
If the chair
so
was an extra
stupid.
2 feet back and they stood up, it was fine.
Yeah,
It was
so the
only when it
chair
was right up to their desk and they would slightly turn and stand up, it would crash.
old house, it probably ran the electric through the basement. Like it's probably above a basement, and they probably ran the power like just underneath. And whenever the weight gets pushed on the cable, it fucks up and crashes the computer because
It
of
was
the
just
power.
it's the combination of chair being a little too heavy, computer drawing a little too much power, and the wiring being just a little too shitty. And
It's
all
ridiculous.
3 just the perfect combination of crap.
Absolutely ridiculous.
But when's the last time your computer problems ever started because your chair is crashing your PC? And like we all thought it was static or something, but it's like their desk had no metal on it other than the legs, which were like 3 feet to either side of the chair.
Yeah.
And it was just like, how? And we're
How
like, oh, maybe
indeed.
the PC was rocking. My friend would rock the PC all over, shake it while it was running. Nothing.
Yeah, like that was one of the things that I thought. Like, is it making enough movement to make some sort of plug come out? But
We
yeah, it's crazy.
elevated it off the ground. We tried all this different stuff and just, oh man. And it's been fine. It hasn't had a single crash without the Secret Lab Titan there. But my friend severely misses their Secret Lab Titan. So for anyone that's thinking of getting one, we're not sponsored, but a lot of people in this Discord use a Secret Lab Titan.
Then get an extension cord, like an outdoor, like good thick extension cord, and run it to like the nearest outlet in the house.
They don't want to do that. They're kind of lazy.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, you could just order one off Amazon.
No, they don't want to have to, because like they don't have many open outlets in their house. Because it's an older house, they have like one outlet per wall that's like half the house wide.
Are they planning to move anytime soon?
Nope.
Hmm.
Because they have like 5 cats and 3 dogs. So finding an apartment that lets them have all those animals is very difficult.
I see.
Man, that's why I'm like next year I'm buying a house.
I want to. I don't want to deal with the upkeep of buying a house that might have bad wiring and have to redo all the wiring myself. Because it wasn't found out from the previous owners that having a PC and a heavy chair crashes the whole breaker.
Yeah, but I'm not looking at buying it like I'm looking at like a newer like not new, but like newer construction, like nothing older than like 50 years.
I would want to build a house in a community where they cut my grass, plow the snow for me because I'm lazy, but that's what I would want to do because I don't enjoy doing it. I wouldn't do the upkeep for the mower or anything. So to me, cost long term would probably be the same in a community compared to if I lived on my own house and did all this stuff myself. Because like Bruno, do you enjoy cutting your grass and stuff?
I am the worst person to ask this question to. No, I don't.
Okay.
But also, you should ask me how often I cut my grass.
You isn't most of your yard stoned though too?
I
Or your
don't have
driveway
much
is?
grass. My driveway is stone, yeah.
How often do you cut your grass? Like once a year?
I try to do it like 3 times.
But see, living in the backwoods, I feel is different. I would want to live in like a suburban area. So if it's just like everyone's house is nice, cut trim grass, and you see mine, and it's like, why is
Sure,
the grass
yeah.
8 feet tall? Why is
Yeah,
there a mountain
exactly.
lion hiding in your grass?
Yeah.
And I'll
Like,
say, oh, it's here so my friend can fight it someday.
I make a joke sometimes that I could bale my backyard because the grass gets pretty long. It's a half joke because I probably could. I'm sure I
Feel
probably
like
have a picture of it somewhere.
Or like when it snows, do you plow your own driveway with your
If I
TTBD?
care enough to, no, I have a tractor for that.
Oh,
But if I care enough, yeah.
See, I just wouldn't want to deal with all that. I'm lazy. I admit it. And that's why I would want to live in like
I'd rather
a
just pay
community.
like some like neighborhood kid to cut it for like $20.
Like, this is the grass in my backyard.
But see, living in the woods, to me, it's
There's
acceptable
also
because.
like tire trails
But
in
see,
the
that's what I'm saying.
backyard.
It's acceptable though, because it gets beat. You want longer grass if it's gonna get beat, so it doesn't die, right?
I mean, I can cut this weekly and it would turn into a nice lawn with tire tracks in it because I can't not put them there. Like, I can't be nice enough to it for them to disappear.
Uh,
To me, long grass when you live in
Nah,
most
my
of any
front yard
backwoods
doesn't get
areas.
this bad because I don't
Your
let
front
it.
yard's mostly stone though, so
I have a section of yard.
how big is the section? Is it like the base of a
Um,
tree with the
no,
low
no, no, no,
grass?
no. Like 60 by 80, 60 by 100 foot.
I was gonna say
It's
feet,
not
yards.
huge.
uh,
Um, here, hold on. Hold on.
Because like I
I'll
would love
get you.
build a house and go like super techie, which you can't really do with the rentals. Because like I would love to own a full electric car and have like solar panels charging the car and stuff. Leak.
Nah, they can't see it. You're fine.
oh yeah, there's a gas plant that's gonna
Oh,
blow up.
fuck. Well, that doesn't
Bruno's
help you.
lost. He can't find
No,
his
it's
house.
there. You go. There it is. What can you
Woo!
see? You know.
That tree's where Bruno lives, everyone.
Um, shit.
And that was from this year, Bruno. 2021.
Is it? Is it really?
Yeah.
I feel like that's wrong.
Oh no, that is recent. Yes, that is
How is it?
recent.
How's this everything this green? I don't what. How is it in 2021 everything's this green? You don't have your trees.
No, I'm just no. It definitely isn't because there's a building here, but he only did this platform recently. I know that much.
I'm just saying the map says 2021, so
I know it's
That's
lying.
that's
It's
fine and
not
dandy,
correct.
but he's in January. He didn't get this green ass tree shot.
This is definitely 2020 though. Like I can confirm that.
they might have not uploaded it till this month or something.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I don't
it
feel like launching Google Earth.
it,
Well,
it did not look like that.
Field
The
trip
twos.
time.
yeah, I have some grass, not a lot.
Hmm. It is nice not having to worry about grass, but
And it's just those small things. Like, if anything happens here, I don't have to fix it. It's just those things. Like, I would hate to have a washer break and then have to foot the whole bill for it. You know,
Yeah, and that's a thing.
like
um,
that's really the biggest thing keeping me from owning home is just like the what ifs, and I'm fine with renting for the time being.
God damn it. Windows and your stupid shake. God, it
Did you
broke
just break
everything.
everything?
Yes, I broke everything.
All right, everyone, time to redo the podcast. Forget everything you heard.
It's fine. It's just so annoying. So this image date is October.
I
The one
mean,
that you
okay,
saw.
I believe that. Other than yeah, trees were holding on pretty good for October.
Oh, they're all dead.
I can't. You can see my hand here. It's like this. This is grass,
Oh,
and there's a little bit of grass here, and then
isn't
like
the whole left side
this.
where you say like the mail delivery people get stuck
Whole left side.
of your
But
driveway?
the Amazon driver got stuck right here.
Oh, I thought it was on the left side they got stuck.
Like, he pulled in, backed up, pulled forward, and fell off the driveway, which is like, I don't know, an inch high. And that was it. He was stuck. Did you ever see the video?
I have not. I saw a still of the video, I think.
I'm sure I could probably find it somewhere. I'm not showing them this. It's just, I don't have that big of a yard. It's like if you went to a suburban home and saw a yard and were like, hey, that's a yard, not very big. That's the amount of grass I have in front of my house. And that's about it.
Can't believe we're still talking about grass. We're 45 minutes in. I don't like. We're talking about Bruno's like grass care.
I cut it with a four-wheeler.
We
If you
know
want to
with
go
your like
further in depth. My death trap of a four-wheeler, yeah.
yeah, like you could shred a body if you killed anyone. That's like not even exaggerating.
I mean, it's got a PTO shift. Like, it's terrifying.
Yeah, that's how you know it's not gonna ever break in life.
Here we go. There's my yard. There you go,
You could have a
Dad.
chicken coop.
There's one in my grandmother's backyard. Go that one.
What? Didn't you used to? They were ducks. No, they weren't ducks.
There were ducks, yeah.
Yeah, Bruno had like 1,000 ducks roaming his property. I don't know if I don't know. No, you probably don't have a picture of those. Do you ever hear about that, Dit? Good
Nick,
talk.
there's been a lot of animals. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have any duck photos. Sorry.
Don't have any duck photos. Interesting.
They were Snapchat duck videos usually. Them just running around quacking.
Yeah, Bruno apparently had like a shit ton of ducks.
By
just
by
roaming
Bruno,
around.
he means my cousin.
No. They were like on your property. They were your fault. You
But
didn't get rid of them enough.
see, there's a difference between when you say they're mine and I take care of them, and when you say they're mine and I do absolutely nothing to ever take care of an animal. Because it's not my
Ducks
animal.
take care of themselves. How do they not? What do you need to do for your ducks?
Feed them?
They find food.
Okay.
What do you mean? How do they? Isn't there
What
like
do you
a water
mean?
source near you?
No!
I don't know what these ducks were up to then. Like fucking being land-based animals.
Yeah, they were getting fat so somebody could eat them.
Oh my god, who wants duck?
Not really.
There are some people that like duck.
To me, I've always heard it's just like really greasy and fatty.
That is a thing.
I guess that do be a thing.
By the way, it came up and I found the picture. Here's your
Oh.
the hole that the Amazon truck got stuck in. I mean,
Kind of shitty that you'd set it up like that. For him to get stuck like that.
I mean, I definitely didn't. There was a very...
I can give him credit because it's snow covered. Like, he maybe thought he had a little bit more room, and then as soon as his truck started to dip down, he was probably like, "Oh shit!"
I think you should.
It was
like,
a very bad case of bad driver. Like, there was plenty of room for him to do things logically and not get stuck.
See, Bruno will talk shit on these guys and get mad when they don't deliver his mail for 3 days after it's supposed to be there.
Mail's one thing, but there wasn't even that much snow. Like, I plowed it for almost no reason.
That's a decent bit of snow. I mean, it's enough to get in your shoes if your shoes are low cut. Not all of us have boots.
Sus.
I got
I found a duck picture. Sorry. We gotta go to duck picture. You're asking about duck pictures. See, there's some ducks.
Look at all them chicken.
I got a letter in the mail
Yeah?
for my car. And it was because I have a recall. But they sure
Oh.
as hell make it seem like, hey, we're trying to improve your car and make it better by able to like they made it sound like so like I don't need this, but when you actually read it, it's like, yeah, I should get that looked at.
Yeah, I have a recall on my Razor too. I gotta take it in. I don't feel like taking it in though.
I just got a recall on my Jetta for a faulty fuel line. Current remedy, none.
Neat.
Mine is the the car consumes a lot of more oil than it should if you're using it in a very stop starty like
Oh.
commute thing, and I have run
What's
into
the
my oil
fix?
a
Probably
software
is,
update.
yeah. Like that stuff you can just fix with software of like don't use oil. Or
With
like
how
probably just
smart
Do you
extend how
understand
long
how a car works?
Well, does your engine have one of those like it's the engine stops when the car stops thing, Nick?
No, mine doesn't. But I'm sure there's different ways with which the computer tries to like use and save and like deal with the oil. I did run into a thing where like when I got my oil change after like 5,000 miles, they're like, yours is ridiculously low. Like,
Just say no
Yeah.
you and walk away.
um,
Sounds like you should check that every once in a while then.
yeah. Well, I didn't have to with the old car, so I was never in the habit of it.
Yeah, I know. I get that.
And I was talking to the guy who like changed it. He's like, yeah, because I was like, he's like, it was pretty low. You should try to keep up on that. I'm like, I know. My other car was like 7,000. He was asked what it was. He's like the Escape. He's like those like the older cars. He's like, you could have taken the thing to like 9,000 miles, and I probably wouldn't have
Yeah.
bet an eye with like your oil usage. He's like these newer ones, they consume oil. They're in the strive to be efficient. The strive to be efficient makes the oil be needed more to actually like make sure the parts are running efficiently, and they just burn through oil so much faster.
A lot of times it's about like tolerances. And I don't know. I've heard that so many times though.
Like newer cars just burn through oil.
Yeah. Or like
Yeah,
and diesels, but that's a whole different story.
I mean it's a different realm of different.
Yeah. But they're also leaky too, for God
Well,
knows what reason.
hey, Dit,
Hmm?
you want to see something?
What?
I don't know. Sometimes we're on the podcast, I just Google Maps around things while I'm talking. Oh,
That would be an elephant link again, just so
I
you
didn't
know.
cop.
Hmm.
Messed up. What?
Are you playing that's also an elephant link,
I don't
just
know
so you
what
know?
I'm like copying.
Huh.
That is also maybe an elephant link. I saw something move.
Copy. Google Maps. Paste.
Hey.
That
There you go.
works.
This week I was Google mapping around Bradford.
Oh, that's Cody's truck, isn't it?
I don't know if
No, I
it's
don't think that's Cody's truck.
it's
Is it?
20. I don't know.
Cody's had a full bench in the front.
Oh, this
not
is
the front.
2011.
Oh,
So
yeah, so this is way too long ago.
it just their sheets wasn't at that corner, and I never knew it was like a market right there.
That market was not there when I got there for school. I will tell you that.
So I mean that's 2011. I'm guessing you showed up in like 13.
Oh, yeah, and if you go right down the road, the Sheets is there.
What do you mean? Oh, if you like go a little bit farther.
Yeah, it's only on
Oh,
that
one
one.
step farther. It's right there.
It's only if you
All right,
stay
so
right
here
there.
I'll show them this. So right here
Yeah.
you get a sheets, right? You get a sheets, and if you go into the intersection,
Oh,
oh
you have to
nope,
go back a little bit. You have to go back. Yep,
that
right
way.
there.
And now it's a market. And now it's a sheets.
They really haven't taken a photo of that one other corner for 7 years.
Yeah, it was 2011 to 2018 there.
So, Bruno, if you click down this road a little bit, just to show you a little bit of Dit's history in Bradford.
Wait, the Taco Bell's not there yet.
Yes, it is.
No, other turn around.
What?
Oh, the Taco
see the-
Bell's there. I forgot it was further down the road.
Yep, that was Dit's savior for a lot of his meals.
Yep. So, if you actually, if we want to take a little bit of a quick drive, go straight, Bruno, and just book it down this road.
I've never gone past that light, Dit.
Apparently, we will not be going past that light either.
I'm in the parking lot. Can I get back out on the road?
I'm serious. I've never went through that light.
Whoa! We did it. We got
that
through
was
the
some
roadblock.
kind of detour. What in the hell was
What
that?
is out here?
No, just keep booking it, Bruno. Keep booking it. Keep booking it.
It ends.
I can't reach.
Okay.
My leg's
so
too short.
If you keep going this way, Nick, this takes you onto that main highway that goes through Bradford.
This takes you to 219?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I
thought
the
see
New
it.
York
you're
side.
just at 219.
No, this takes you to the New York side. So I would get off. So go up north more, Bruno.
Oh, I see. Just like,
Right there. See that? Like where
oh yeah, look at that. That little
I
guy right
would
there.
hop off 219 right there if I wanted to go to Taco Bell. Because then I
How do you
wouldn't
mean
have
you
to go
hopped
through the
off
light.
There's a thing in the middle.
Huh?
Don't go to where that.
I'm trying. It won't let me.
I see a road median divider. Like I don't understand if unless you hop the Jetta.
No, it was down a little bit, I think. It was down. Or no, turn around, Bruno. Turn it around.
Turn around.
Yeah, keep going this way. So right there I would turn. Right here.
Oh.
Right here.
That's not where I saw on the map. So unless there's another place to turn.
Yeah, like I thought it was gonna go a lot further. I thought it was gonna be over here.
No,
And it was not.
I missed the turn. It was a little bit more south. But yeah, right there. I would turn off here, turn right there, and go right to Taco Bell and skip that big light right off the highway.
So that's how you did it.
Mm-hmm. The things when you're desperate for a $5 box of burrito, taco, and drink. And
I haven't had Taco Bell in a long time. I kind of want it.
fries are back. And they have a chicken club chalupa. Pretty good.
I just haven't been at a Taco Bell. I don't know.
Yeah, if you ever been wondering what I do sometimes when I'm in the podcast,
You playing
like,
GeoGuessr?
yeah, kinda. I just like click around places, be like, oh yeah, well, this time I don't know why I thought about Bradford, but we were talking about something that made me like triggered to think about it. And I'm like, oh, I wonder what's going on in that world.
Closed.
Closed.
It's only 10.
Yo, they close shit around me. I don't know, dude.
Perkin. Okay, now that we need actual topics because you guys are off. Bruno,
Yeah.
I'm upset. All I
Me
do is I
too.
buy an LG phone and now they're out of business.
Wait, are they stopping making phones? What's going on?
LG was getting into the trying to find the next big thing for phones.
Yeah,
And
they
they-
definitely were.
I just ever since I don't know, it's been like what 6 years since they put out a really solid phone.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
That's why I
Not
went to
gonna lie.
Samsung because I loved my Google Pixel. Google Pixel turned to shit. The Galaxy line is like one of the last bastions of good Android phones that you can buy in America.
Like, if you read the article, LG just has to like restructure their phone thing. 'Cause apparently they've lost 44.5 billion over the past 5 years.
Because they don't put out good phones. They put out those weird like the Wing phone and all that other
Yeah,
stuff.
their probably R&D costs are probably absolutely massive.
And they don't build upon the tech they make. They go and make new tech with every year's phone release.
Yeah, so they probably just like need to chill and like
Yeah.
make some.
I'd like them to make like a good phone. Like this phone. Like give me this phone with a removable battery, a headphone jack, and just update it, and I'd be like all on board for a new phone.
But you'll never get the headphone jack
I know.
or battery because everyone's
know.
trying to make everything
I know.
water resistant.
Like that, but I'm saying, like this one's water resistant and has a headphone jack. But the removable battery is the big thing. I'm saying though, give me that. Be the different person. Be the one that's a little different and just make a good phone. And I'd
Bruno,
be so
be
happy.
different. That means no ports, no openings,
I know. No, not that way. Bad.
only wireless charging. Only speakers will be under screen speakers, no external speakers, and it will have the highest water resistance of any phone because there will be 0 openings in the whole device.
By the way, Taco Bell, right?
Skittles.
I'm sorry. I gotta go back. Taco Bell. This tower thing, is that not supposed to be covered in like rock?
Sometimes.
Because this
I
one's
can-
just like rusted metal. And I
can
just
show you
think they
another
didn't
one.
finish it.
I know
Also-
another one that's
Same predicament that you guys had. I go across the street to the other lane.
Oh,
gone.
no!
Poofed. No more Taco Bell.
it has
That's
to be
such a depressing. Like that Taco Bell makes that whole street corner.
It wasn't there before.
Wait, what's to the right? If you go for step,
It's a big shopping center, like with Sonic and Walmart and all kinds of shit.
so wait, but go up to where the
Lowe's?
Taco Bell was gone.
Yep.
The shopping center looks smaller. Too.
The FOV changes a little
Oh.
bit. It's like a different lens took the picture.
Well, it's only a year difference.
Yeah, it's recent.
They killed our boy.
Let me find. I do
Never
know.
been here.
Oh, look how shiny the road is.
Yeah, they repaved it.
That's gonna be awful in like 2 years.
Oh, it already isn't great.
I'm clicking down a road, Bruno, because I know where there's an exact Taco Bell that looks exactly the same. I just need to.
Okay. What was your the LG phone? Like, can they not make this flippy doodad thing? Like,
People
who
don't want
wants
to
that?
buy. They don't know how to market their phones. They are in the tech business. They sell screen tech to other companies. I think that's where most of their money comes from.
Like, they're making. If anyone remembers, like the Sidekick that had the screen that you click and it like flips out and shows you keyboard, that's basically what this phone is, except it's got a screen on the bottom and a screen on the top now. That's sideways. That looks like it's about to fall off.
Yeah, I like what? Who actually buys that to use in their daily life?
I don't know. I've been happy with my phones, but and like this one with the like extendo rollout screen. Who needs it?
I think one really big thing is they don't have support from case manufacturers for a lot of their stuff. So that scares people away from the phone if they can't get a case.
I don't know, man. I mean, like,
It's a mix of
I've
Android
went without a
is-
phone case and with, and I don't know.
the phone market to me is now Samsung is Android, Apple is Apple, and then you have your Chinese phones.
Yeah, mine looks like this rusty Taco Bell, and I always questioned if they just didn't do something.
I don't know, because they put it right here too. I don't know if it's like a fashion statement or like because they look exactly the same.
Because it
I
looks
think
like
they went broke.
dog shit metal
Hold on,
rusting.
Let me check my Taco Bell.
This isn't mine. I passed this one on the way to school.
Like, that's what this looks like to me. It just looks like garbage, rusted metal.
Yeah.
And like the
You can
one
go to Adventure Video after you go to Taco Bell. Go to the right. Right.
Oh, adventure video. But the one that
Overboard,
did
Ready Player One Avengers.
the one Taco Bell that did was talking about that metal shit show was like stone, like nice stone.
Yeah.
So the Taco Bell near me is not updated, I guess. That's from
You
2019.
You have the old Taco Bell.
Let me check the Taco Bell back home.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
I would go to Taco Bell only if they still look like this. I would only go to Taco Bell if it still looks like it's from, like, I don't know, whatever that is.
You can probably find one if you try.
I don't think you could. I think they're probably actively trying to get rid of these.
Look at that. I want a 90s Taco Bell.
I had a KFC that reminded me of this, like the really old KFC that was just like it looked very dated.
Dude, bring back an old school McDonald's. School 90s McDonald's. I want, not for the environment, but I want one of those styrofoam containers everything used to come in instead of these like wrappers that get like soggy. I want
Like, okay, yeah,
So that's how
another
they're supposed
Taco
to be,
Bell.
Bruno.
It looks like shit.
That's how they're supposed to be. That is what comes out of you after you eat a Taco Bell.
Where was the link with the sheets or whatever? Here.
The only Google Maps link in the first one. Sorry.
I'm going.
Under
Hold
the
on.
elephant.
We're going back. We're taking the side street.
You're past it.
I'm past.
Yeah.
Already?
You went through the light. Yeah, 100%.
No, there's no Taco Bell.
No, back. Back.
That was sheets.
Yeah. Now turn around.
Nick, if you go into the parking lot,
And now
the
look
Sheets
at
and
it.
Taco
It's to
Bell
the
are
right.
gone.
Or left, sorry, left. It's right there, right through
Oh,
the
is
bushes.
that? Oh God, I went way too far. Look, like this one looks nice. What's wrong with that? Why can't we have that? No,
Bruno, real quick.
we get this.
Wait, Bruno, real quick. I want you to go into the parking lot. And Nick, I want you to look around.
Just
It's
no
gone.
Taco Bell.
But like, keep going in the parking lot, Bruno. Like, go further around.
Still no Taco
It's
Bell.
all gone, Nick. It's all gone.
Everything we know that actually existed there.
No,
it's
like
just
look
gone.
how empty the strip mall is too. Like it's
That
a
thing's
big
been
lot.
empty since it was built.
No, but there's there's the Tractor Depot there or whatever now.
Yeah.
That strip mall was Tractor Supply store. But if you go into it, Bruno, look how much stuff is just not there.
Exactly.
This looks like the future of what would be there. This is the past.
Damn.
That was depressing to look at.
If I was ever gonna this summer, we're going up to the Finger Lakes.
Gonna come back with a bunch of wine.
Yeah.
Everybody I've ever talked to about that does that.
Madeline got a Christmas gift for a weekend up in the Finger Lakes.
I nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying I hear.
I'd be tempted to do a couple hour detour through Bradford again. I hate the place. I don't want to live there, but like I'd visit through. I'd like drive through.
I hate
never
it.
wanna make the
Absolutely
drive to
hate
Bradford
it.
again.
But you know what? Might drive through.
I refuse to drive through there again. Like the drive there was awful. Pulling off 80. The road between 80 and 219, Nick, where it's a one-lane road directly uphill, and you always get stuck behind a semi, and it makes
153.
It makes the 10-minute drive take like 10
It was
hours.
16 miles, and it was fine.
No.
It was not the worst part of my trip.
If a semi got in front of you, yes.
You had such a
hated-
good commute to Bradford. I don't want to hear. You had 80, 90% of the way. You could have
80 sucks. Do not say 80 was a good drive.
You didn't have to do. I didn't. You'd have to go to Turnpike, so you'd $20 just to go like a quarter of your
You
journey.
didn't have to do that either. You could have taken whatever road up to 80 from your place.
That's like going all the way through State College, which is even worse.
Do not ever say getting to drive on 80 is nice.
Do you know how you get to 80
I'll
from
show
my?
you some roads, bitch.
80 was the worst thing I ever had to drive on because it is the most it puts me to sleep.
It's boring. The fucking up and loopy curves you have to take to go from like
I'd
where
rather
I live.
loopy curves that keep me like on my toes than a
You
freaking
can't go
flat
up and
road.
down the mountains like at any speed though. You're crawling at like 15.
I go on some real not fun roads that I would gladly take boring highways over some of the roads I drive on sometimes.
Yes.
Like 183 near me is literally it's my least favorite road. It's like you're driving up and down mountains or hills, whatever the fuck you want to call them. And instead of the road being smooth, it's like rumble strips. But it's not the sides, it's the whole road.
Uh, uh, uh. No. None.
I hated 80 with a passion.
Like, don't get me wrong. I don't enjoy boring highways.
Boring highway is so easy when you can just throw it in fucking cruise control and then just like go. 80 you could easily set it at like 70, 80 miles an hour and just go. I don't know. We're at 111. We need to go a little bit longer. Need a pad.
So, I watched a new show season. I watched a new season. Last week, right? I told you about a new 10 rated show, Steins Gate.
Oh,
So
you watched the second season?
So since then, I have followed the flowchart of how to watch that show. So I watched the movie, which I would also say was worth the watch. It was a very good movie, had some very good points. Then I watched the beta episode of 23, so I had to forget a couple episodes, watch a flopped episode, and then went to Steins Gate Zero, which is like a second season. I think the second season just pissed me off.
Not as good?
No, not nearly as good. And then when I like wanted them to finish it, they didn't. And they gave me a special, which was a bullshit Valentine's Day episode. That was like people doing Valentine's Day shit. When I was hoping it was going to be the episode to, you know, like finish the story that they left just kind of hanging there. But they didn't.
Well, it's like the thing. The specials are always because of something. They're either like
So the first season specials were kind of good though.
Okay.
And were like story-driven specials.
Anytime I watch a special with anime, it's like the beach episode that they've been putting off, or like the holiday episode, or it's always, it is like, it's a special, but it's just them making some content to relate what's going on.
So, if I were to ever recommend this, which I do absolutely wholeheartedly, to watch this show, watch the first season and the movie and stop, unless you really want to watch more of the show. It was worth watching, but it pissed me off, kind of. But definitely first season's good. I also started, I don't know if you've seen it, you might have. Let me get the name right so I don't fuck it up. It's a long one. It's a long name. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Have you ever heard about that one?
Yep.
Watch like the first 3 episodes of it.
I was actually going to start that possibly next week.
It's a good one so far. I think you would enjoy it so far.
I feel like it looked like something I would enjoy.
Yeah.
It was It was definitely a new one.
Second season is dropping right now.
Maybe I'll wait then.
I'm personally really enjoying the SAO grind.
Yeah. How deep are you since before? Have you been watching a lot?
Done with season 2.
Okay.
So for me, it's a good chunk because I don't watch every day, but when I do watch, I binge for a few hours.
Yeah. I think I started like 2 more shows since last week too. I just realized.
I will say SAO is very rewatchable.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Like I rewatched it and there was not a single episode where I wanted to skip through.
Yeah.
Well, there was one. Only one episode, but that's because it was a very story-filling episode.
Yeah.
But other than that one, there wasn't anywhere where I was like, man, I want to just skip.
I also started Black Clover with Nick. I think that was in between podcasts, and I started Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood with Burry. So like I got shows on shows started right now.
Brotherhood, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is probably one of the higher. I think it's going by the wayside as other new animes are getting popular, but it used to be like the golden child.
It's still up there, very much so. But yeah,
I think it helps it has so many episodes too.
It's not really.
It has a higher number. I think it has like 64, 68.
I was gonna say it's compared to some of these other ones where we get like 30 episodes.
Yeah.
I think a lot of these ones we're watching though are new. Like honestly,
Hunter
anime's getting
Hunter's
big.
not really new, is it?
What? 2011. Hunter x Hunter's 2011.
That's but just like they're not making more.
Yeah, there's a.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Full Metal Alchemist is done, and it has a lot of good episodes.
I'll let you know. I'm watching.
People didn't riot when it finished, like some of the animes that are coming out now, and people are just
because they don't finish the ones that, because after a season, even if it's the best anime ever, you could be waiting 5+ years for another season just because of how like they handle it.
But I mean, Full Metal Alchemist had to redo their whole show, pretty much.
Yeah, that's why Brotherhood exists.
I watched Brotherhood first, then the other one, and I got really confused like halfway through.
Yeah, because they made Alchemist, and then everyone's like, you focused on all the wrong shit, and then they remade Brotherhood, and everyone's like, yeah, this is what we wanted.
So like, when I started this whole anime deep dive that I've gotten myself sucked into now, everyone told me watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and they told me specifically not to watch the other one.
Mm-hmm. I made the mistake of watching both. It also sucks watching both because they are the same episode for quite a while. Like,
it's the same story. Like, it really is just like.
But no, like they're the same exact episodes for a very large chunk of it. So you get to a certain point.
Gotcha.
So like if you wanted to, Bruno, you could watch both side by side at a certain point.
Yeah. I understand.
I think there's a movie as well.
Also, like, I might have mentioned this on the podcast before, so I want to touch base on it. I've said in the past that I tried to watch this and didn't get into it. I think I literally just didn't watch more than one episode, and it just didn't get me on the first episode. I think the first time I watched it, I watched 7, and I'm fine with it now.
Watching with someone really helps too for some anime.
Yeah, it does. Like, the fact that Burry wants to watch it is the reason that I got back into it right now. My list is very long. And it keeps... Like, people give me new ones faster than I finish them. And I'm cranking out shows.
That's good. Maybe then we'll get content on a streaming platform again.
Maybe.
Tomorrow's a good day. Tomorrow I get a Camping with Steve episode.
Well, I watched one of those recently. What was the last one he did? I watched him in his treehouse. That looked like a sketch town.
I enjoy his I like his summer ones because he can do some more stuff. Like he did like a 5-day boat thing where they boated down a river on like a
Yo, the
homemade
boat
raft.
one was great. It was
Yeah,
phenomenal.
like that one. It's really cool, really fun. What am I thinking?
I'm gonna be honest. A lot of these, it feels like it's, hey, we're here. Hey, I put up a tent. I'm drinking my step 2, which is a beer. I'm making food, and I'm leaving in the morning. A lot of them, that's how it feels like lately.
Yeah, but that's what I like about him. Like it's because he always does it somehow. He always has to do it slightly different. So it's like, how is he
Yeah,
gonna set like? It's not just the same tent he puts up somewhere new. He's always like, "Well, I made this fancy tent, or we're gonna try this in this situation."
yeah,
I like
that's
his cold.
fine.
I like his cold ones. I like to see how he handles like, "Oh, we're gonna do a little fire pit here. Oh, we're gonna do this and that."
Yeah. Or I'm just gonna close shit up and run my propane heater,
Yeah,
and then make toast on it for dinner.
yeah, I do enjoy it.
I don't watch everyone, but I do watch a lot of them, I would say.
I yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, every time you ever say camping with Steve, I think of the time when he was in the car in the airport parking lot and says that he's got a little sandwich and pulled out the largest sandwich I've ever seen in my life.
Gotta,
That's the thought which pulled me in.
it do be like that sometimes.
It do be. And then I ask someone about this sandwich and it's like, "Oh yeah, that's the sandwich from this place." Like they knew
Man,
the place.
damn. Well, 121. You guys have anything else?
I
So
don't
we can get
think
the
so.
exportings and the renderings and the this and the that's going.
You got anything,
Nope.
Dit?
Uh,
Sounds like a no.
no.
Well, with all that said and done, that's all we have for this week's episode of Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast. Thanks for listening and goodbye.
Goodbye.
See ya later, everybody.